Hi there, I'm Katie Dunn, and you're watching an episode of my podcast, Lead Magnet Magic. Today's episode is called Free vs. Paid. What kind of lead magnet builds the better list? If you enjoy watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to listen to it instead of watch, then you can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts. Spotify, Apple, all the things. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so today we're breaking down the pros and cons of free lead magnets, aka freebies, versus paid lead magnets, aka tripwires, or whatever other people call them. So you can grow your list and your revenue the best way for your business. So a lead magnet, I'm sure you wouldn't be here if you didn't know what it was, but to refresh your memory, it's how people get onto your email list. So a free lead magnet, there's obviously no payment required. It usually just requires an email address, and then you send them whatever you're offering. A paid lead magnet can also be called a tripwire or a tiny offer, low ticket offer, that's the sort of thing. Usually a digital offer, typically between $7 and $49, and it's designed to qualify buyers quicker, but we'll talk about that as we scroll. So the pros of a free lead magnet include low barrier to entry, because it's just an email address. There's an easier chance of somebody saying yes. So that means more signups, bigger email list. Faster list building. It grows your email list faster if you have the right lead magnet that people want. It is great for new audiences because it helps you warm up cold traffic. So if you're just putting out a Facebook ad, something like that, with your new freebie, you're more likely to get people to give an email address and opt in rather than $7 to $49. And then, like I said, easier to promote. You can use free language in your ads and in your social posts, and people love when things are free 99. So the cons of a free lead magnet can be lower quality leads. Some people say that freebie seekers just opt in for different freebies and they may not convert to your offer or service. It may attract the wrong audience because not everyone on the list as a freebie seeker will value your time or expertise. And then, of course, there's no fast revenue. Your ad cost could outweigh the cost of people traveling into your high-ticket offer, or the money you pay now you might not see until further down the line. So you cover ad costs or creation time out of pocket in the beginning. But then, of course, will be on your customer journey and hopefully lead to your offer or service in the right way. All right, so the pros of a paid lead magnet: qualified leads, because buyers of something small are more likely to be buyers of something big in your customer journey. It generates revenue right away, so it offsets the spend of the ads, or you're earning money like every day in your business. It positions you as premium because it shows your value right away. Like, you're not giving away things for nothing. You really want people to trust you enough to give you money, and you give them something worth that money, right? And then it can funnel into bigger offers, so there might be an easier upsell path later on. So if somebody's paying $7 or even $10 for like a little mini offer, then down the line they might also buy the $50 thing, might also buy the $300 thing, might also buy the $2,000 thing, because once they've done it once they've given you a little bit of money, they're more comfortable with you, and then obviously you're giving them something of high quality, and then more and more things they need are coming from you. So the cons of paid lead magnet: there's a higher barrier to entry. So because you're not just going to get people seeking freebies, there could be a slower list growth period. Requires more copy and sales skill. So you need to write a more convincing sales page rather than just sign up for my email list and get my free workbook on blah, blah, blah. You're really going to need to sell it if you want people who have no idea who you are to buy something from you. And then it might not convert without trust. So cold audiences sometimes need more nurturing than people who are already on your list with the freebie getting nurtured into your hired offer or service. So you should use a free lead magnet if you're just starting out, if you need to grow your list quickly, and then if you want to build trust with cold traffic. So really get as many people as you can, many eyeballs on your business as you can, and then nurture them into paid customers. You want to use a paid lead magnet if you already have an audience. Maybe people have seen your stuff on social media and all that stuff, so they have seen your face, and then they're ready to buy from you. If you want to qualify serious leads, so if you have like a super high ticket offer, then you want people to really be ready to pay you like the $10,000 or something like that, then have them opt in for something that's $27,000. Get them ready for that really big ticket. And then, so you want to qualify the serious leads and have the bigger offer to upsell into. I covered those together. So to recap, both options can work, a free lead magnet or a paid lead magnet. It just depends on your goals and where your audience is in the customer journey. My lead magnets, if you're curious, are all currently free. They include the Magic Pumpkin method. So this is if you're just starting to think about a lead magnet, or if you feel like the one you already have is overwhelming to an audience or something like that, the Magic Pumpkin method will sort of get your gears turning as to the specificity of a lead magnet and what it should be right now. Because in Cinderella, the fairy godmother didn't do everything at once and send her right to the castle. The first thing she did was turn the pumpkin into a carriage. And that's the first thing that you want to do. You want to do one change on the way to the big goal, which is the castle. Anyway, that's the short version. Magic Pumpkin method, only 5 minutes, so it's short in and of itself, but I would love for you to watch it. You could head to thecrmfairy.com/magicpumpkin for that. Absolutely free. 5 minutes. 2.5 if you watch it on 2 times speed. And then you can start writing your lead magnet. If you do have a lead magnet already and want to get eyeballs on it, you can get a lead magnet audit. This is also a thing I'm doing for free right now, but this will be eventually my paid thing because I'm almost at the capacity of where I want to be for giving it away for free because I feel like I'm good at it now. And it really lights me up, and it's exciting for me to be giving lead magnet audits because this is, I feel like, where I shine. So head to thecrmfairy.com/lead audit if you want that for free right now as of the recording of this video. If you're somewhere in between, I do have a new workbook that I have created that will give you the 7 questions to ask when you are creating a lead magnet, and then 7 more questions to ask once you have created it. You want to know that it's for the right person on the right journey. So I do not have a sales page for this yet. It is that new. So if you want to DM me on Instagram at thecrmfairy and just write like 7 questions, I will send it your way. So I hope that this was a little bit helpful. I know the title is free versus paid, which one is better? And there was no definitive answer. apologize for that. But again, it depends on your goals and where your customers are, and how, I guess, well known you are in your space. So, yeah, get into those summits and all that stuff, and then have people sign up for freebies that way, and then give them a little tripwire, $7 workbook and things like that. And then they will be on the customer journey to give you more money, which is nice. All right. So thank you so much for watching or listening, depending on where you are, YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever. You can follow me on Instagram at the CRM Fairy and DM me any questions that you may have. All right. Have a very productive day.